Welcome to 365 Language Planet. This is 外国語で楽しもう episode 13. In this show, we use my original textbook to learn and use languages with joy by doing light input, 軽いインプット, and fun output, 楽しいアウトプット。さあ、始めましょう。Let's begin. I'll roll a dice to select a page from my textbook and then a dice to select a sentence. Let's roll. 2. So let's look at page 2. On page 2, there are sentences 9 to 16. So now I'll roll a dice to select one of these sentences. 6. So that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Sentence 14, which is 今夜何かしたいことはありますか？この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか？ How would you say this question in a foreign language? You have 3 minutes. 3分間あります。All right. Well, my apologies if you had trouble finding the live stream tonight. I thought, the software was working well, but then it suddenly stopped, shockingly. All right. Well, how would you say this question? 今夜何かしたいことはありますか? In a foreign language. Please let me know in the chat or in the comments. Oh, good evening, YO. Thank you so much for joining tonight's show. YO says, would you like to do anything tonight? Nice idea. Okay, workshop. Good to see you. Thank you for joining tonight's show too. Okay, workshop says, is there anything you want to do tonight? Nice job. Those are both great questions. Great ways to say this question in English. Let's see.今夜何かしたいことはありますか？この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか？ How would you say this question in a foreign language? I think for me, I'm going to try to use English on this one. English, I'm going to try to use German. ドイツ語を使ってみます。Hast du Lust, heute Abend etwas zu machen? Okay, Takanona, thanks for joining tonight's show. Takanona says, is there anything you'd like to do tonight? Fantastic. That's great. And I wrote, hast du Lust, heute Abend etwas zu machen? All right. Nice ideas. It is very humid today, isn't it? All right, we got 10 seconds. Thank you guys so much for joining tonight's live stream. Like I said, the software suddenly stopped. Okay. Anyways, nice job. Let's move on. 今、この文に外国語で どのように答えますか? How would you answer this question in a foreign language? You have 3 minutes. 3分間あります。So, the question is, 今夜何かしたいことはありますか? How would you answer this question in a foreign language? この文に外国語でどのように答えますか? For me, I would say, ja, ich habe Lust, heute Abend mit meinen Freunden Sprachen zu üben. Und du? All right, K-Workshop says, I'm tired because I went riding in the rain, so I want to go to bed early. Nice sentence. And I said, yes, for me, I feel like learning languages, or not learning, actually practicing languages with my friends tonight. How about you? All right. I went to bed early last night because I was so tired. So yeah, I think and I feel really good today. So hopefully, K-Workshop, if you go to bed early tonight, you will feel really good tomorrow, I hope. All right, Lyle says, I'd like to study English with guys. Okay, fantastic. I'm guessing, Lyle, if you want to, you could add you guys. Anata tachi. So it would be like you guys. I'd like to study English with you guys. And yeah, I'd like to study languages with you too, Lyle. Nice answer. If you're just joining tonight's show, you are welcome to join us in the chat or in the comments. Takanona says, I want to watch the movie I recorded. I only managed to watch half of it yesterday. Okay. Sounds fun. It's always fun to watch a movie. All right. So right now we're doing the light input. All right, so now let's do fun output. 楽しいアウトプット。あなたにとって役立ち、難しすぎない興味深い文を作成して共有しましょう。Now, let's create and share sentences that are useful, not too hard, and interesting for you. And you can use any language you want. All right, and you have 4 minutes. 4分間あります。All right, 今は楽しいアウトプット。あなたにとって役立ち、難しすぎない興味深い文を作成して共有しましょう。Let's create and share sentences that are useful, not too hard, and interesting for you. 私はドイツ語を使ってみます。Hast du letzte Nacht gut geschlafen? Okay, Lyle says, what time are you gonna go to bed tonight? Perfect question. Great question. I think I'll go to bed probably around 11:30 or maybe 12. How about you, Yo? Takanana says, is there anything you'd like to do this week? Great question. Well, not especially, but I've almost finished with volume 2 of my textbook. So I hope this week I keep making progress, and hopefully I can finish volume 2 of my textbook this week. How about you, Takanona? K Workshop says, I'm going to go to bed after this live show as soon as possible. Nice. All right, so my question in German. Hast du letzte Nacht gut geschlafen? Which I believe means, did you sleep well last night? And for me, I would say, ja, ich war gestern Abend sehr müde. Deshalb habe ich sehr gut geschlafen. Und du? Hm. Man, I messed up my answer too much, but I meant to say in German. I meant to say, yes, I was very tired last night, so I could sleep. I slept very well. How about you? That's what I tried to say, but it didn't record my voice so well. Okay, well, if you're still typing, please continue, and you can share fun output anytime. Now, let's move on to, K Workshop says, I'd like to repair my motorcycle this week because I broke it today. Oh no. That's very nice English, K Workshop, but I'm very sorry to hear that. My bicycle is kind of broken too, but that's too bad. Okay. Well, now I'll roll a dice to select a page and then a dice to select the next sentence. Let's roll. Okay, 3. So let's look at page 3, which are sentences 17 to 24. So now I'll roll again to select the sentence 6. So this time we're going to do 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Sentence 22, which is 今日は運動したい気分ですか? So today, 今日はalmost finished. So I changed, not 今日. Let's change this one to 明日。明日運動したい気分ですか? So この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか? How would you say this question in a foreign language? You have 3 minutes. 3分間あります。明日運動したい気分ですか? How would you say that in a foreign language? この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか? 明日 運動したい気分ですか? Alright, Takunona says, do you feel like exercising tomorrow? Very nice. Nice idea. Right, this time I'm going to use Italian. Okay, Workshop says, do you feel like exercising tomorrow? Nice. Nice sentences. I voglio di fare esercizio fisico domani. I lost the question mark. No question mark on my sentence, but oh no. Oh, that's too bad. I'm going to delete this one. Can I delete it? Remove. I voglio di fare esercizio fisico domani. Yay. What? Oh no. Lyle says, do you feel like exercising tomorrow? Nice. I guess it is voglio. I voglio. Alright, a hybrid. Do you feel like exercising tomorrow? Great job, and thank you so much for joining tonight's show. That's great. Alright. So, yeah, it was voglio. I voglio. I voglio di fare esercizio fisico domani. Alright, well, if you're watching the show, you are welcome to join us in the chat. 明日運動したい気分ですか? この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか? How would you say this question in a foreign language? You can always let us know in the chat or in the comments. Alright, well now, この文に外国語でどのように答えますか? How would you answer this question in a foreign language? You have 3 minutes. 3分間あります。明日運動したい気分ですか? How would you answer this question in a foreign language? この文に外国語でどのように答えますか? For me, I would say, certo, mi piace molto fare esercizio ogni giorno. Hey, Workshop says, I'm exhausted, so I don't feel like exercising anymore. Nice sentence. Nice sentence. All right, I wrote, certo, mi piace molto fare esercizio ogni giorno. E a te? I wrote, certainly, I really like exercising every day. How about you? The only problem is it has been very rainy recently. All right, Takanona says, of course, I want to work up a sweat by exercising every day. Fantastic. Lyle says, yes, I feel like exercising tomorrow for my health. Nice. Yes. Yeah, I think, if one thing I wish I could add to my sentences would be like, yes, I feel like, I really like exercising, but I don't want to exercise too much. I feel like exercising too much is very dangerous for my energy. So I want to rest a lot and exercise a little bit. How about you? All right. Well, if you're still typing, please continue and you can share your answer anytime. All right. Let's move on to fun output. 楽しいアウトプット。今、あなたにとって役立ち、難しすぎない、興味深い文を作成して共有しましょう。Let's create and share sentences that are useful, not too hard, and interesting for you. You have 4 minutes. 4分間あります。今、now, イタリア語を使ってみます。And あなた、you guys, あなたたち、何でも、使えます。Alright. Okay, Workshop says, do you feel like sleeping? Great question. I actually don't, because I was so tired last night that tonight I feel fine. How about you, K Workshop? I know your answer, of course. You feel like sleeping tonight, but if you want, anyone. Okay, I have a question. Ti va di bere vino stasera? Ti va di bere vino stasera? So this is kind of new Italian style question for me, but it kind of means like, do you feel like drinking wine tonight? Do you feel like drinking wine tonight? Ti va di bere vino stasera? In my case, I would say no, ma. Oh, shoot. Actually, I don't know how to say no using ti va. Anyways, no, ma o voglia di latte invece del vino. E tu? All right, Takanona said, are you in the mood to listen to music tonight? Great question. Not so much. How about you, Takanona? All right, I wrote no, but I feel like drinking milk instead of wine. How about you? If you're just joining tonight's show for the first time or not first time, you're always welcome to share, sentences in the chat, fun output. You can do practice the light input with us. We have this show every Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Japan Standard Time. 毎週の日曜日午後8時半にします。5 seconds. Okay, let's move on to the last light input. I'll roll the dice to select the page and then a dice to select the sentence one more time. Let's roll. 2. Okay, so we will look at page 2, which has sentences 9 to 16. And roll again. 8. Okay, so that means we're going to do sentence 16, which is one of my favorite sentences of all time. 私は言語を学ぶことと使うことが大好きです。あなたはどうですか？この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか？ How would you say this question in a foreign language? You have 3 minutes. 3分間あります。Only one, actually looking at this sentence, I a little bit regret because using gengo. I think in Japanese, it sounds much more natural to say 外国語. But, 外国語を学ぶことと使うことが大好きです。あなたはどうですか？ All right. How would you say this question in a foreign language? この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか？ All right, K Workshop says, I love learning and using languages. Und du? Okay. Well, maybe, yeah, great job. And maybe at the beer garden this weekend, we can use English, German, maybe a little Spanish, maybe a little Italian. All right, Takanona says, I love learning and using languages. How about you? Great, fantastic. All right, this time I'm going to use Spanish. Español. スペイン語を使ってみます。Me encanta aprender y usar idiomas. ¿Y a ti? Okay, that's how I would say this question in Spanish. Me encanta aprender y usar idiomas. ¿Y a ti? If you're just joining tonight's show, please feel free to join us in the chat or in the comments. Right now we're doing what I call light input. All right, Wilo says, I love learning and using language. How about you? Nice job. Now, if you want to, I would add an S. So, languages. But other than that, great sentence. Very nice. All right, so now この文に 外国語でどのように答えますか? How would you answer this question in a foreign language? You have 3 minutes. 3分間あります。All right. So, I would say, mí también. Nice job, Wayo. Nice job. Estudio italiano, alemán, español, japonés y chino todos los días. ¿Y tú? All right, so I wrote me too, mí también, estudio italiano, alemán, español, japonés y chino todos los días. ¿Y tú? All right, Takanona. Nice job, Takanona. When we go to the beer garden, I want you, teach me how to say some of these phrases in French. I need the practice. I haven't spoken French in a really long time, so I don't even know how to guess how to read French. So man, I really need to study. But I'm guessing you wrote me too. So we got so far 3 people saying me too. All right. I know this question is not the best, because it's it's very, short answer, me too. But you can always you can always make the sentence or make the answer longer by adding some extra information. So like I added that I study the languages I study every day. So, that's something you can do too. You can add like, me too. I love learning English, and sometimes I study French, or maybe I study English and Spanish every day. You can add some kind of extra information to the question. Okay, well, let's move on to fun output. 楽しい output. Last fun output for tonight. 最後。今、あなたにとって役立ち、難しすぎない、興味深い文を作成して共有しましょう。Now, let's create and share sentences that are useful, not too hard, and interesting for you. All right, Lyle says, yes, I love learning and using them very much. Wow, that's great. Okay, so you have 4 minutes to create and share some new sentences. And any sentence is okay. Please, this is a chance to enjoy using languages, output. All right, K Workshop says, I love singing songs in foreign languages. How about you? Well, no, not me, not so much. I don't love singing songs in any language. But if I drink enough, I don't mind to sing 1 song or 2 songs. But anyone else? How do you feel about singing songs in foreign languages? Let us know in the chat. All right. Okay, well, 今、あなたにとって役立ち、難しすぎない、興味深い文を作成して共有しましょう。Let's create and share sentences that are useful, not too hard, and interesting for you. Takanona says, I love listening to music while having a drink. How about you? Nice. So recently, I love having first off, having some milk. I love having milk while watching movie. I would say, yeah, while watching movies recently. But music is nice too. I love music. Wild says, I love watching TV dramas. How about S? Dramas. How about you? Nice. Great question. For me, I love watching, in America, we call it TV sitcoms. So sitcoms are kind of like funny TV dramas that are usually, with no advertisements. They're about 20 minutes long, usually. And so, yeah, I love watching TV sitcoms with my family. So, great question. All right. Well, I'm going to ask a really important question in Spanish. ¿Te gustaría ir a el beer garden la próxima o no? Este fin de semana. All right, so I wrote, ¿Te gustaría ir a el beer garden este fin de semana? Would you like to go to the beer garden this weekend? Por supuesto. Just like, por supuesto is of course. Y tú and you. How about you? So you can, if you want to, you can write me too, or you don't have to write anything. But next weekend we are going to the beer garden, the Takashimaya Beer Garden in Takasaki. So if you want to, K-Workshop says, why not? I can't wait. Me too. If you want to join us at the beer garden, you're welcome to join us. I think I'll probably be wearing my green Oregon shirt, so probably very easy to see, easy to find. All right, well, that's the end of episode 13. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And, if you haven't already, please subscribe so you can join the next show. And you are always welcome to share sentences in the chat. Yes, K-Workshop says, but be careful not to have a blackout. Yes, I will be very careful to not have a blackout. All right. Well, that's the end of tonight's show. Thank you so much for studying together, and I look forward to studying with you again. So, yes, buenas noches, amigos, K-Workshop says. All right. Hasta luego. Good night. Bye.